Hello everybody, I am Rainbow Red Panda and this is Norton and we're gonna make a video today. It's been a while, it's been a long time. I went to a convention this past weekend with my boyfriend. He writes comic book, and so we go to a lot of different conventions, tabling, and usually I don't really get a lot of stuff because I don't know, I just don't. I get a few things, but I bought some stuff at this last one. We went to Wintercon a few days ago, and it was a one-day convention in New York. It was in a casino, which was really awkward. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if I was having a comic convention that I would think about having it in a casino, but it was in a casino. I didn't approve of that just because they wouldn't let me in the food court because they didn't think I was old enough. They weren't really letting, there were signs all over the place that like people 18 and under were not allowed in, and so there weren't a lot of kids because of course parents think, oh well, we can't bring our kids to this convention. So I mean, we had a good day and it was fun to walk around. It wasn't a super big con, but it wasn't like a little tiny like gymnasium con. It was sort of like the nice length of convention where there is a lot of stuff to see and look at, but it wasn't like a massive like convention center. It was just one room. There weren't a lot of like celebrity guests. Like the main attraction was Yaya Han. So if that sort of tells you like that, it was mainly focused on like comics. It was a lot of people with their silver, gold age comics. There were some like independent writers like my boyfriend they're selling, and so I tried to support some of them. I think all of the stuff that I got, except for a few things, were independent stuff, and I didn't get a ton of stuff. Okay, this is not going to be like an old back in the day comic time style thing where I have a stack that's like this tall. Not happening yet, but hopefully, I don't know, I'm hoping sometime early next year I can start again with my comic videos that I used to make, but I'm so behind, guys. Like, it's crazy, but I did get to do a podcast last night, so it's sort of like things are falling back into place. And Norton found his glasses this morning, so he is all back together. So this is the stuff that I got at the convention. So I got this little gummy bear coin pouch, which is gonna probably be nothing to any of you guys, but I thought it was really cute. And it even has like nutritional coin pouch information stuff on the back. And surprisingly, it is 100% non-edible. So if you were planning on eating this, sorry, not for you. Some of like the non-indie stuff that I just got from my own personal self. This is a variant of the Umbrella Academy #1, which I have this, I just don't have this cover. So now I do. I was excited about that. And then this is the Armory Wars Volume 2, issue #1. So I got those for myself. And then this one I got for one of my friends, my dear friend Spin. It is a Sonic the Hedgehog number 1/4, I guess you would call it. I haven't opened it up and looked at it, but I believe it looks like it was sort of maybe from a newspaper. It says on it, it's a see-back cover for super subscriber offer. It looks sort of like it was maybe, it's not like a comic book, but it was really cool. I had never seen it before, and he didn't have it, and he's like the Sonic the Hedgehog man, so if he didn't have it, I was gonna have to get it for him, and so I got it. So yeah, why not? Other stuff that I got, there was this artist, sort of like, we were in a square formation, and we were on this side, and he was like directly parallel to us, but like we were like had our backs to each other the whole entire convention. But I finally went and like made my rounds, and I found him. He had the sketchbook, and if you can't tell, he draws Ninja Turtles. So it's just, he made this sketch for me. After I bought it, he sketched me a turtle, so that was really awesome. His name is Johnny Pop. So if you know who Johnny Pop is, here's some information on him. I also got this little sticker that I'm gonna put somewhere. But he draws mainly turtles, but he does have a couple other things in here. Like we have a Hellboy. This is like the movie version, but there's a Hellboy. And then just a couple other like little things, but mostly it's turtles, which is just fine because I like Ninja Turtles and so does everyone else, so turtle time. The other things that I got, these people were across from us, and they were on the old show that me and Spin and Chief and Jules and Pedro and everyone else that we were on. this time last year. These guys were actually, I consider them to be the first show that I was on because I was sitting at work. Like, I couldn't get on that show for a long time. But finally, I got on. I had to sit at work to do it. And these were, like, the first guests that we had. And so they were right across from us. I remembered I really liked this story, so I picked it up. It is an online comic that is free to read, but like so many other online comics, they put it into a compilation that you can have to hold and everything. It is called Damn Heroes. And I thought it was really interesting. It's not exactly your stereotypical superhero story. It is a hero city. So these heroes live in Hero City, and there's like this one guy that's been thrown into Hero City for like basically it's like a jail sentence to him, but it's not actually jail. It's just like he's been sentenced to Hero City as a punishment for speeding. And he is the only person without superpowers in this city full of superheroes and villains and all that. So it sort of chronicles like his adventures and things that he has to deal with in this superhero place with he has no powers. So I picked up that from them. I also they had like this Damn Heroes fun book that's just like crossword puzzles and stuff like that. So I picked that up as well. And then also from them, this is all from Wayward Raven Entertainment. This is their card. Has a little raven on it. And I also got this one. This one's more of a horror type book. It's called The Ascendant. I got issue number 1 and number 2. Issue number 3 is not out yet, but it will be coming out eventually. I have read the first one of this, and I don't remember what it's about right now. So maybe I'll do reviews on these after I reread them. And then this is a sort of a teaser sketch of what the third cover is going to look like for The Ascendant. And apparently, if I remember correctly, it is a different artist on issue number 3 than it was on 1 and 2, so the cover's gonna look a little bit different. They also threw in this little sketch too, because they're cool people. And then the last things that I picked up, I went around to like all of these different comic stands because I just wanted to look and see. I don't go into a comic store every week. Actually, it's been, I think the last time I stepped foot into a comic store was whenever Gerard Way's Spider-Verse title dropped. I went in, I bought that one book, and then I left. And I think that was the last time I was in an actual comic book store. Every other time I get comics or anything, it's at a convention. So once again, I'm hoping to change this. There's seriously a comic book store like 3 places down from me. I just don't go in there. It's almost, it's not depressing, but it sort of is. It's like, oh, I used to go and get like all of these comics, and I just haven't lately, and which is good because the apartment that I live in now is a lot smaller than my old place, and I don't know that it could hold the amount of comics that I would have accumulated in that time, but that also means that I'm that far behind. I'm actually sort of debating. I see everyone reading comic books on like, I'm guessing Comixology on subways, and I'm debating on maybe starting to be that person that reads digital, but I still would like to have the hardcovers like in my hand, so we'll see what happens. But I went around to all these different places mainly because I was looking for issue number 8 because I really want the first appearance of Pollo. Haven't found it, but I haven't looked super hard, and it is really easy to find on eBay. It's just one of those things where I like to find it in person instead of just ordering it offline on the internet and cheating. Like, to me, that's almost cheating. It's not as fun as whenever you find it in a box and it's there and everything. And it's not a super expensive comic, so it's not something that like should be super hard to find. But I just haven't found it yet. But I kept seeing this comic, and I was like, I need to get this. I feel like I need to get it for one reason or another. And finally, after walking to all the different comic stores, like the stations that they had set up, I was just walking around, like, I guess the artist alley type section of the con, and the people that write and illustrate it were actually there. So I got it from them because I would rather do that than buy it from a store and have them just get like a little bit of the proceeds. I'd rather buy it directly from the source. So I do that with a lot of like my indie titles and stuff like that. So this is a story. I got issue number 1 and number 2. Number 3 I don't think is out yet. And it is called Sarah Rising, which I like for a couple different reasons. One, it reminds me of Rachel Rising, even though not the same at all. But, so this is number 1, and then this is number 2. And the first time I saw it, I was like, why does she have like a weird like Yoda E.T. type friend with her? Like, I need to know about this. But the inside, it says, a special story about a teenage girl, an alien bounty hunter, and an adaptive bioweapon, alien gangsters, and an evil fast food manager. Now that sounds like it could either be the best thing ever or a hot mess. So I haven't read it yet. I will do a review maybe whenever I get done with it. But I mean, they're pretty thick comics. This is the first issue, and for me this is a lot thicker than your standard number 1 issue of a comic. It is an indie comic, and I mean it does have a $6 price tag on it. I mean it wasn't your typical $2.99 indie comic, but it is a lot bigger, and as much as I looked at the title throughout the day, I was gonna get it anyway. I knew that if it was back in a few months ago, whenever I was buying like 50,000 titles a week, I would have picked this up. So I'm like, I might as well pick it up now, because otherwise I'm going to spend all week wondering why didn't I pick that up? Like, I wish I would have. Why didn't I do it? So I got this. If any of you guys have read it, let me know. Let me know what you think about it. I haven't read it yet, but as soon as I get done with this video, I'm probably going to. So that's all the stuff that I picked up at the convention. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that's more than I've bought, I think, since I've been here. There was like one other convention that I bought a few things at, and I didn't bother with doing a video or anything on it, but for the most part I haven't bought, I don't know, like I just stay at the table and table stuff or stuff like that. So if you guys are ever at a convention and A Piggy's Tale is there, I'm probably there, and I usually make cupcakes and stuff for the table. So if you guys ever are at a convention, we're sort of like beginning to travel. We're trying to get into like San Diego, and we're planning on being at like C2E2 and various New York conventions, New Jersey, just everywhere. So if I'm there, come say hey. Like, I like to meet people. Like I did the podcast last night, and I think now I'm gonna go see some sort of musical about Saved by the Bell, because that's just how things happen. But anything's possible in New York. I'm learning that. It's crazy. It's craziness. I feel like I need to just do like a vlog series about life here, but I don't have time for that at this moment. So I don't know, but that's my video. I have some other things I could probably make a video about, but I don't think anyone wants to see like any sort of unboxings from like a long time ago, because I'm even behind on like opening boxes, like loot crates, all of that. I still have, for Mikey Comic Guy, if you watch this, I still have your box, and yes, I still haven't opened it. It's literally just right over there. I should probably just grab it and open it, but I haven't, and I'm so sorry, but I haven't forgotten about it, I swear. I don't know. I'm a bad person, and I just haven't done it. But I will. I haven't. I told you I'd make a video when I opened it, and I will. I just haven't opened it yet, I swear. It's still there. I know exactly where it is. I just have to get it. It's stored where bunnies cannot get it, because bunnies have teeth and they get everything. So I put it away from the bunnies, and that's it. So I will see you guys hopefully soon. The podcast I'm on will be released tomorrow sometime. It's fun. We talk about a bunch of stuff, comics, non-comics, all kinds of things. So if you're interested in that, I'll have that like on my Twitter and stuff whenever it comes out. So that's all for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!